The line coach that now has an opportunity to become a head coach.
Brady from the 8-yard line and out to the 30. So here we are in the final minutes in the collegiate career of Tim Tebow. We remember him in '06 when he backed up Chris Leak, helped the Gators to a national title, his first rushing touchdown, his first passing touchdown. Then as a sophomore, first ever to win the Heisman Trophy. As a junior, a second national championship. After that response and a loss to Ole Miss with his promise speech. And here this year, SEC records fall, NCAA records fall, 25 Florida records fall, and tonight more by the wayside. All Sugar Bowl records for Tim Tebow. Mike Gillislee getting the run. Gillislee out to the 45-yard line. Sugar Bowl trophy presented by Allstate, and here comes Tim Tebow. The final time we will see the quarterback of the Florida Gators. And you know the tears are coming. They're coming in the stands. They're coming at home. They're coming for Urban Meyer. And they are coming for Tim Tebow. Passionate, firing, emotional. All those things and so much more from Tebow.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 82 on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Hard to imagine what's going through that young man's mind right now. A lot to process at 20, 21 years old. All the things that he has done, all the accomplishments, and exciting to think about the things that are ahead. This young man's going to have a career. There's no question about that. Going to go under a lot of scrutiny the next 3 months. But a special time for him right now.
Breaking into the open field is Gillislee inside the 15 and tackled at the 10. Yard run.
Well, it just takes the handoff from Brantley. All that speed getting to the outside and that burst. Once you get into that next level, again, the one thing that probably exemplifies this Florida team as much as anything is the athleticism across the board, offensively and defensively, and the speed to go with it.
Alex Daniels playing in his final game as a Bearcat. He's had an outstanding year. Well, you talk about Tebow and, joined at the hip by Urban Meyer. And we've talked about what the future holds for Florida football, but of course so much of it rests on who's the head coach. And will Urban Meyer be back? People talk about what a tough year it's been for Meyer, the huge expectations, that flu that ravaged the team early in the year, Tebow's concussion. Opposing fans, remember the hijacking the cell phone number story early in the year? Brandon Spikes and the eye gouging incident. Flyers fined heavily for criticizing officials, the Carlos Dunlap situation. And, when he told his family a week ago tomorrow that he was stepping down as a head
Prior
coach.
to snap, false start on the offense, number 73. That's a 5-yard penalty, first down.
One of his daughters, Nikki, said, "I get my daddy back." And then all of a sudden the next day after an inspired practice, Urban Meyer, decides that he's not leaving after all. Much was made about the president of the university, suggesting initially to take a leave of absence rather than just, abruptly saying that's it. Things getting a little sloppy here at the end.
Prior to snap, false start on the offense, number 79. It's a 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, and I have no idea what transpires, obviously, but having been at this for 30 years, my guess is, first off, when you make a decision of this magnitude, you got to be careful who you share it with, because all of a sudden things can leak out. You don't want to have your family hear it happenstance. The people you've worked with that you respect, you don't want them to hear it secondhand. So a lot of this probably was very internal just for him. And then once the decision was made or thought to be made, there are repercussions to it all for the program. What's going to happen to his assistants? Does the university want to reach out and bring somebody else in? And Urban Meyer is very much one to consider his assistant coaches, their family. It's not just the head coach that affected. And I'm sure he's leaving for very genuine reasons, although I'm always reminded of Coach told me a long time ago, you know, he says the only guys that can afford to burn out are head coaches, because they're the ones that make enough. Assistant coaches can't. We don't make enough money. But the reasons he's going are going to be very genuine and very real.
Well, they got him with a water bucket. You saw him sneaking up behind him. And they got him.
He's happy to get wet, though, I promise you. But I think, to get back to the point I was making earlier, I think some of it, too, Tom, is the fact that, and here you're going to see the drenching. Yeah, he kind of, oh, see, yeah. But I tell you what, that is a cold dude when you're really not ready. I can promise you. It's great, but it is cold.
How do you know? You're the guy that avoided it all.
No. They actually did get it done.
Okay.
But I will tell you, you know, he very much cares about this university, cares about his coaches, and I'm not sure what transpired, and we'll find out exactly how it pans out. Was an extension of, okay, wait a minute, I need to step back and make sure that these other people are taken care of, that the university truly wants to point this in the right direction. There's still something to be written here.
Well, certainly, first and foremost, we wish Urban Meyer well with his health.
Absolutely.
And our prayers and thoughts are going to be with him. And his team celebrates an All-State Sugar Bowl victory, 51-24. Got plenty of post-game coverage ahead. But first, we'll give you to Chris, Eddie, and Jimmy in the studio right after these messages.